Feeling irritable some days? What if it's frustration, not failure? Some days I feel like I'm doing everything right. I feel good, I'm eating clean, I'm moving gently, meditating, doing my breath work, staying grounded. And yet, my body still aches, my brain feels foggy, and there's this rising frustration in me that sometimes spills out as irritability. If you felt this too, I want to say that you're not alone. And it's not about being ungrateful or doing it wrong. It's about the emotional weight that builds when you're trying to do your best and it just doesn't feel like it's enough. What if it's frustration, not failure? Over 10 years ago, I had to have a hysterectomy. It caused a hormonal imbalance in my body and put me straight into menopause. I remember one day when I was cleaning my house, I suddenly felt this wave of heat all over my body. It felt like lava from a volcano had erupted inside of me. I was perspiring, and in that moment, I grabbed the first thing that was irritating me, my hair. I reached for a pair of scissors, grabbed my hair, and cut it because my hair had been fanning that heat even more. That was the start of my journey with hormonal imbalances. At night, I'd throw the covers off because the heat in my body was erupting. In the cold weather, I could never put on a pullover. It had to be a cardigan that I could quickly take off when the hot flush came. There's so many other effects that women go through, and I know there are millions of women who can relate to this. However, for the past few years, I've also been navigating with thyroid issues. It started with having heart palpitations, no appetite, where I felt I couldn't catch my breath. Long story short, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and started medication, and then also had to deal with joint pain, and I'm still grappling with trying to balance my thyroid hormones. Some days I feel strong and capable. Other days I wake up after a restless sleep with joint pain, fatigue, blurry vision, and brain fog that makes everything seem like climbing a mountain. I'm doing what I can with nutrition, movement, rest, and even mindset. But when your body doesn't respond the way you hope it will, frustration builds. It's just natural. And that frustration doesn't always come out as tears. Sometimes it shows up at snapping at a loved one, feeling annoyed at the tiniest of things. Irritability becomes the surface level signal, but underneath, it's just me feeling helpless. I used to think irritability meant I needed to try harder, but what I've learned is it's a signal, not a flaw. It's my nervous system saying, I'm doing everything I can, and it still hurts. And that's not something to fix. That's something to feel. Frustration often arises not from laziness or weakness, but from the disconnect between our effort and the outcome. And let's not ignore the physical side. Whether you're in a menstrual cycle or in menopause like I am, hormonal shifts absolutely affect our capacity. When my thyroid is off, when my hormones are fluctuating, I feel it in my mind, my muscles, my emotions. It's not that I'm failing, it's just that my body is in transition. So if you're irritable, it doesn't always mean you're emotionally off balance. It might just mean your body is overwhelmed, your limits are real, and your soul is asking for more grace. Here's what helped me: not to fix myself, but to hold space for myself. Name the emotion honestly. Pause and say, this is frustration, not anger, not shame, just frustration. Reframe what you're feeling with compassion and gratitude. Gently remind yourself, my body is doing the best it can. I am doing the best it can. Showing gratitude that I can still do things that so many others cannot. Shift your focus, not to avoid, but to redirect. I try not to dwell on the pain, not to deny it, but because I know that where my energy goes, my emotion grows. So I shift my gaze, for example, to a tree outside, to the breeze, the moment, the now. Rest without guilt, especially in this season of life. Rest isn't weakness, it's medicine. Let irritability be the check engine light, not the verdict. It's a sign that something needs love, not punishment. If you've been feeling irritated lately, I want you to know it's okay to feel that way. It doesn't mean that you're being ungrateful or being negative. Sometimes it just means your soul is tired of carrying the load alone. So share it. Let your loved one know what you're going through. Today, give yourself permission to be real. You don't need to fight your body or silence your frustration. You just need to listen gently to yourself and say, I'm here with you. I'm here for you. Even when it's messy, even when it's hard, I've got you. That's where peace lives. Not in perfection, but in presence. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. I'd love to hear what your experiences have been in relation to this video. I hope you have a beautiful day free of frustration. From my heart to yours. Bye.